river on a warm summer day, thinking of the giver whose all soul will take her away. Stung by the suchness, there's not a lot to say. Warmed by the mystery, instead of being scared, touched by a raindrop anointing my head. River be my mirror, grass be my bed.
This is the brilliant Alan Ola. I've never played this track to you before.
Love is in the shadows,
River.
kissing leaves one by one.
Brilliant.
Where I go it follows, warms me with the sun. Bright butterfly, there's so much to be done.
Yeah, brilliant. Alan Hull, one of my favourite songwriters of all time, and yeah, we'll talk about that album in a bit, but yeah, it has been a while for one reason or another, and this time I'm actually jumping on a competition by Gordon of his channel's called I Dig Vinyl. It's a great channel, seems a real good guy, Scotsman. And he's trying to up his subscribers numbers, and so yeah, if anyone hasn't had a look at that channel, please do so. But his contest is a challenge for you to curate your own music festival or gig with a number of bands, you know, a sort of a lineup that you'd like to see. And you probably realise by now, those of you who watch this channel, that I'm the sort of person, I haven't got an original thought in my head. So instead of curating my own, I'm actually recreating or recurating a festival that I went to in 1986. Little known festival outside of these environs. It was called Dock Rock. From my point of view, it was absolutely brilliant. A 3-day festival, 5 minutes from me home, on a bit of derelict land near Hartlepool Docks, with some of the best international eclectic mix of music you could wish to see, from local bands to huge international stars. Right on my doorstep, accessible, cheap. You could nip in and out to the local pub, which was literally 20 yards away. It was just absolutely fantastic from my point of view. From a commercial point of view, and the organisers, which were I think a company set up to organise it along with the council, it was a bit of a disaster. It lost a lot of money. They didn't get the sort of numbers. There was no camping or accommodation available. I mean, it was very hard to get accommodation in Hartlepool in those bleak days of the 80s. There was no awareness of it. I mean, I had friends who lived in Tyneside and even just 10 mile away in Teesside had never heard of it, you know, so it seems everybody in Hartlepool knew about it. But anyway, fantastic though it was, and I've just picked 8 of the acts from across that weekend, ranging from some of the local artists right through to international artists, as I say. And I've put them in the order that I'd like to see them play. I'll recreate this festival as a one-day festival with 8 acts, starting early afternoon, finishing at midnight. Give everyone a real good chance to do a full set. And we're going to start with a lad, Hartlepool lad. I've mentioned him before. I know he watches this channel occasionally, so you're going to have to forgive me, Brendan. This is Brendan here. I was talking to him not that long ago about reminiscing about this, and I've forgotten the name of the band he appeared in, but appeared he did, and he's a great musician. He's played in bands ranging from sort of covers bands, pub club bands, to writing his own stuff, and this is an example of the latter. This is, I think I might have mentioned this before, this is Northlands by Brendan Eyre and Tony Patterson from, let me get the facts right, 2014 Northlands. It's on the Esoteric label, and it's beautifully packaged. And I think this is probably out of print. It's probably pretty rare. I would urge anyone, particularly anyone who's got an interest in top draw prog rock, to seek this out, because I think it is it ought to be anyway a prog rock classic. Steve Hackett appears on it. Brilliant stuff. Brendan's going to open my curated festival. So that's Northlands, Brendan Eyre and Tony Patterson from 2014. Second on the bill, another local artist who's now retired from Tyneside. One of the best singers in my view to come out of the northeast of England, and that includes the ones you'll have heard of, Paul Rodgers and Eric Burden. That is Mick Whittaker. This is his album WHTV. 4 brilliant musicians backed up by horn section. This was recorded in 1982. The crowd sequences were recorded in my local pub, actually, at one of their gigs. So my voice, I guess, is on there somewhere, but brilliant stuff. Mick Whittaker. If anybody wants to look him up, I think the best quality one probably on YouTube, if you look up Mick Whittaker Sunday for Sammy, it's a charity event held at Newcastle City Hall, and he does a cover of a Dylan song absolutely beautifully, and you get a flavour of the rich voice, which is although this sounds crazy, it's somewhere between Al Green and Captain Beefheart, I think, but yeah, Mick Whittaker is coming second on the bill. Next, I love this band. They Dr. Feelgood. This is their album Malpractice from 1975 on the United Artists label. I've seen them many times. They were absolutely brilliant at Dock Rock. Obviously Wilco Johnson, but the superbly scary Lee Brillo. Just what a big character he was. Obviously both now sadly passed. Brilliant band. They're going to get the sort of get the rhythm going and get the place moving in mid-afternoon. Yeah, Dr. Feelgood. Next, I can't find the album to show you, but next, the sun is high now. It's about 4 o'clock, and we're moving reggae wards, and we've got 2 brilliant Jamaican bands who were superb at Dock Rock. The first one, Black Uhuru, and I don't know whether I've just misfiled it. I've looked under my reggae albums, I've looked under next to Black Sabbath and all. I don't know where I've put it, but I was going to show you their album Red from 1981. Superb band, heavy, political, sort of an aggressive sort of feel, campaigning sort of feel to them. Brilliant stuff. And then they're going to be followed by I suppose more mellow in a way, the Wailers. I mean, this came a few years after Bob Marley had died, but I think most of the band were the original Wailers members, and they did quite a few from this album. This is Exodus from 1977. They did come back as well to Hartlepool as well, just a couple of years back, for one of the tall ships events. Yeah, a different membership now, I think, by and large, but brilliant stuff. The Whalers are going to close down the afternoon, and we're moving into the evening now. And next on the bill, this person appeared on the Sunday afternoon at the festival. This is Chris Farlow. He appeared under the guise of, his band were called Blues Reunion, and if I remember it rightly, it featured Brian Auger on keyboards, brilliant, Colin Hodgkinson, was Pete York in it as well. Anyway, a brilliant set. I love Chris Farlow. He's got a unique voice. I mean, it is fading a little bit now. He is still going. This is his album 14 Things to Think About. Great album. He covers Jagger and Richards songs, Lennon McCartney, Bacharach and David, all sorts on here. Again, I've seen him quite a few times, but I remember laying out on this rough ground on the Sunday afternoon. There must have been, I don't know, must have been only 50 or 60 of us there watching these top quality artists. Yeah, it was crazy, brilliant, but crazy. And Chris Farlow's taken us into the evening. Yeah, 14 Things to Think About. Great album. It's on the Immediate label from 1966. That's it. Yeah. Right, we're coming to the last two acts now. It's getting late in the evening, and I played that track there from Alan Hull and Lindisfarne. And I suppose when I play Lindisfarne albums, and when I've talked about Lindisfarne albums on this channel, it's hard for me to overlook the first three. Nicely Out of Tune, Fog on the Tyne, Dingley Dell, because they're all stone cold classics. This album came later. This is Happy Days. I've got to say, the later albums I very rarely play, but there's some really nice songs on here, particularly those penned by Alan Hull, like that one we heard, River. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you want to go further into the Lindisfarne canon, yeah, a decent album. Happy Days from 1974 on the Warner Brothers label. And then finally, to close the set, as he did so on the Sunday night with the rain just drizzling down on a derelict site at Hartlepool Docks, is the brilliant, he's a giant as far as I'm concerned, of music. The brilliant Gil Scott-Heron. One of the best gigs I've ever seen. His albums are some of the best albums I've in my collection. This is Free Will from 1970. What's it from? 1972. I don't know, what can I say about Gil Scott-Heron? He's so influential, influenced a whole breed of rap musicians. He's a poet, he's a brilliant musician, he's a campaigner, genius, really. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Great album. Gil Scott-Heron, Free Will. So that's my concert lineup, Gordon. That's my entry into your contest, and we'll go out if I can work this with Did You Hear What They Said, which is the final track on side one from Gil Scott-Heron on the Free Will album. It worked, marvellous.
Did you hear what they said? Did you hear They said another brother's dead. Oh, they said he's dead, but he can't be buried. Oh, they said he's dead, but he can't be buried. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real.
It was real, sadly, and it still is real today. Very sadly.
Did you hear what they said?
That's all from me. See you next time. Ta-da.
Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? They said they shot him in his head.